The year is 1885. Cigarettes are considered medicine, women cannot vote, and the Belgians occupy the Congo and establish a so-called utopia without genocide or anything like that. Many events happen this year, but one of these events remains an unanswered mystery to this day. Our story begins with a ship called the Mary Celeste, a sturdy brigantine launched in 1861 from the quiet shores of Nova Scotia. Initially christened Amazon, the ship's early years were marked by a string of misfortunes, from collisions to onboard fires. Yet, despite these setbacks, the vessel was sold to American owners. You would expect that after all the accidents and misfortunes that surrounded the ship, someone would have taken the hint and let her sink to the depths of the sea. But we live in a world where America exists, and she will not let anything disappear into the sunset. In the end, she will have to milk it until the last cent or bacon. Anyhow, they renamed the ship to the Mary Celeste and refitted for new ventures. Well, sounds like a pretty normal story so far. Refurbishing shipwrecks wasn't a strange sight in those days. Nor is it today, to be honest. Recycle is always a good thing. But it's time for our story to take a very strange turn now. The final voyage of the Mary Celeste began on November 7th, 1872, when the ship set sail from New York City, bound for Genoa, Italy. At the helm was Captain Benjamin Briggs, a highly respected and experienced mariner.
Yeah? No! Dude, we have so much shit!
Born in Wareham, Massachusetts in 1835, Briggs came from a long line of seafarers and had spent most of his life at sea. By the time of the Mary Celeste's final voyage, he had already commanded several ships and earned a reputation as a capable and trustworthy captain. Accompanying Captain Briggs on this fateful journey were his wife, Sarah Elizabeth Briggs, and their 2-year-old daughter, Sophia Matilda Briggs. This was not unusual for Briggs, as he often brought his family along on his voyages. The decision to bring his wife and young daughter reflected his confidence in the seaworthiness of the Mary Celeste and the relatively safe nature of the planned transatlantic journey. Well, Mr. Briggs, I'm not going to tell a seasoned sailor like you what to do, but there's a reason pirates were afraid of women on board. They bring bad luck. The crew consisted of 7 experienced sailors, all carefully chosen by Captain Briggs for their skills and reliability. Among them were First Mate Albert Richardson, who had previously sailed with Briggs and was considered an excellent officer, and Second Mate Andrew Gilling, who hailed from Denmark. The remaining crew members were all capable seamen with solid records, including the steward Edward Head and 4 German sailors, Volkert Lorenzen, Arian Martins, Gottlieb Gutzmann, and Boz Lorenzen. The Mary Celeste was loaded with 1,701 barrels of industrial alcohol, a valuable but hazardous cargo as it was highly flammable. Despite this, the ship was in excellent condition, having recently undergone a thorough inspection and refit. The weather was fair when the Mary Celeste departed New York Harbor, and there was no reason to expect anything other than a routine voyage across the Atlantic.
You best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner. You're in one.
However, something went terribly wrong. On December 4th, 1872, nearly a month after the Mary Celeste set sail, the British brig Dei Gratia spotted the ship adrift and unmanned in the Atlantic Ocean, about 400 miles east of the Azores. The Dei Gratia's crew, led by Captain David Morehouse, found the Mary Celeste in a strangely intact condition. Her cargo was mostly undisturbed. The ship was seaworthy, and the crew's personal belongings were still on board, including valuables and supplies. The ship's only lifeboat was missing, but there were no signs of a struggle or any immediate cause for the abandonment of the vessel. Over the years, many theories emerged about the ship's disappearance, from unsubstantiated reports of finding blood-soaked weapons on the ship and blood-stained sails. The hypothesis that the ship's crew members were murdered by pirates is contradicted by the fact that the valuable equipment on board was not taken, including personal valuables of the passengers. And we all know that pirates are in business mainly for the booty, so it's hard to believe that they would leave such an amount of alcohol intact. Over the years, a connection theory has developed that hangs the crew's mysterious disappearance on the fact that the ship passed through an area known as the Bermuda Triangle, where many ships and planes mysteriously disappeared. Well, the real reason for the disappearance is unknown to us to this day. But what we do know is that the ship was brought to the port of Geneva for a refit and sailed off into the sunset for its happy ending, until it was wrecked on the shores of Haiti in 1885.
Big one, take us behind those rocks.
Moving behind the rocks!
Keep going!